Hello, Georgies. Today I will do something different, not your typical topic. I hope you find it interesting. Please don't get mad at me. They say that in the evening, even in psychology, thoughts and consciousness are most acute with the things that really excite us and that are important to us. That's why I decided to make this love fairy tale video for you. I hope you find it interesting. Now let's see who thinks about you and what in the evening. Whether it is a person you're thinking of as well, the person you're thinking about in the evening as well. I hope you find the reading interesting. Now let's see first who thinks of you in the evening. Who is the most interested in you? Who is constantly thinking of you? What is this man or a woman? Who is it? The Fool. Oh, this is a person who very often likes to play on the edge. He's a risk player. He loves the new things. He loves his recklessness, like a little child. This is a person who feels lonely in general. He or she comes from a place of lack. They miss something. It is some kind of lack. Could be financial, emotional, spiritual, moral, anything like that. And something feels cold. Also, very hardworking, a workaholic. This person finishes everything he starts. A patient person. When he puts some seed in the ground, he tends to wait until he gets what he wants. This person definitely doesn't give up. For some of you men out there, this card represents your high priestess, the other woman. A woman who is mysterious and enigmatic. Someone who loves to transform, loves to travel, a person prone to change. Definitely a person who loves change. This is an extremely passionate, dynamic person who loves news, loves ideas, loves when something ignites their soul. Here we will talk about this person. Now we will see a little bit more about him or her, who they are. For the ladies, this is a man who is on stable ground but is always looking for the highest point. Someone who loves victories and continues to tackle something new, to take down new fortresses. He always finishes things to the end. He has extremely fiery temperament. He's hot, but has no problem with the difficulties. This is someone for whom the goals justify the means. If I want something, I just want it, and it doesn't matter what I give, I will reach my ultimate goal, I will finish everything. This is the type of vibe. And for the man, this is a fiery woman too. A woman who is sexy, hot, passionate, as fiery as she can be. She can burn everything around her. Sometimes this is a little conflict steering person. But this person is also a flirt, if we're talking about a man. And for a woman, flirting gives her confidence, but she's not always a person who jumps from relationship to relationship. Flirting just brings them to pleasure. This is also a person who is looking for balance, someone who is willing to help and come to the rescue. There's always something missing in this person's life here though. That's just how they feel. That's why all nines came out and then all the tens, which means that this person is always thoughtful, always one taken somewhere, does not see the full glass, wants everything. That's why he always finishes things. Even more so, this is someone who is often inclined to go back to his or her memories of their hometown, for instance, or jump back to previous relationships, to family roots. A person who often reverses the tape back. Someone who is in constant position to choose from two or more things. King of Swords, impulsive nature. Seems a little cold but very dynamic. This speaks here for the man we're specifically looking at. Here, this person cannot stand still, does not feel comfortable in the same position. Someone who feels lonely in his life but is extremely dynamic and thinks something and it just happens. A man who makes plans for himself, a man who's active. Take a look. He's selfish to some extent, but in some cases it is an immature child in terms of his psyche and feelings. A man who can make you the happiest and knock you down to the ground just as fast. He can just cut off your head, extremely unpredictable. Again, we have a 10, always finishing things to the end. Whatever he thinks of, it is happening. But also a person who doesn't like to have one or two or three or five things. He wants everything. That is why he's always in the same dilemma. A person who likes to celebrate, loves gatherings, likes to have more people around him, to be cheerful and pleasant. We caught an extremely interesting type of a person today, at least to me it is. Now let's see what is your relationship with this person. Oh, a conflicting for some. A relationship in which there are unclear things. For others of you, this relationship is in its flirtation stage, but it is difficult. In any case, you are in a place where there are difficulties between you, and you have to fight them. Others of you are just starting out or are starting to get out of these difficulties. Take a look at the main ones here. You are coming out as winners to be able to deal with all these obstacles. But for some, I can say again, it is flirting with certain obstacles in front of you. For others, it is a real conflict here. Let's see a little more. You're going through a transformation from the difficulties to be able to reach victory to what you want. Lots of passion, a lot of desire, lots of sex. Wait till I draw the cards. We have only one transformation in the middle right now. And everything else is wants. And I wanted to say that there is a lot of passion between you, and it came out actually with the Eight of Wands, which speaks of passion, of sex, of desire, of dreams, ideas for such things, and so on. Extremely passionate relationship. The woman is very hot here. She's fiery, she's dynamic, sexy, but it seems that things need to be renewed. Literally. Here are four swords, signifying an upgrade. Something to start from scratch in a new way. Whether these relationships are new and you're just entering them for some of you, and for others, there's just a stalemate stage where you just have to consider how to jump into something new. This is literally a jump from scratch. For some, a new beginning. For others, rejuvenation. Again here, the woman tends to be stable, to offer the pentacle, to be serious, to be the woman who gives confidence and so on. But at the same time, she's an extreme fire. Keep in mind that her nature is extremely hot. Lots of movement, lots of change too. An attempt to get Two of Cups of love literally reads on this deck. Communication is a little difficult for you at the moment. She's not that communicative. Also, here with some of you, this man will play the emperor. This man is an emperor. He wants to be leader. In this regard, very often this card comes out for the collective male archetype. This is perfectly normal, typically masculine. Men want to lead. I hope this man you're thinking about, especially if we think of a man here, is really this active emperor, because in most cases the male role goes to women these days. I don't know for what reasons, maybe you can tell me. Nothing personal for you, gentlemen. But this is the configuration for you at the moment. Change the movement. Others of you are in the standstill after difficulties that will renew things. Others are more in flirtation mode. They still have all these things like feelings and a very passionate relationship. But what does this person think of when they think of you in the evening? What is he thinking when he thinks of you? So, you're an important part of his life. Something that is important to him or her. What do they think? Oh, he thinks you're his Queen of Cups. The woman who gives love, the woman who is sensual, a typically feminine energy. Here I capture either the energy of different women watching me or the energy of a woman who is extremely complex in herself. Maybe stable, but maybe also passionate but sensual at the same time. This man thinks of his Queen of Cups. He thinks of her with love. This is why he thinks of her as a feminine energy, as tenderness in terms of feelings. He really thinks of you with love. And which path to take, really, because he has some tough choice to make. There is some dilemma in front of him, some wise decision that needs to be made. But here this person is thinking about his feelings, which are extremely pure and sincere. According to the High Priest, he's thinking about how to become a winner, in what way he can have his prize. You. This goes for all aspects, physically, mentally, or spiritually, if you will. Different for everyone. But this man is wondering how to become your winner, your hero, your ideal for a man or a woman, respectively, if we talk to the man here, but rather this is a gentleman thinking of his Queen of Cups. Thinking about how to act, what move to make towards you, how to get out of this hanging position and achieve stability. He's the half of you, the other half. Someone is in a family here. Rather, if there is a family here, in a family with someone else, with some of you again, I say this person is looking for stability with you. But for others of you, if the person is in a family, he's thinking about the hanging position there. And he's also wondering how to get the cup of love to his queen when she's faced with a big dilemma related to her family. I read both options as it is a general read, and in this way I think it is more appropriate and more useful for most people. This man thinks a lot in the evening. Believe me, the Nine of Swords on the question of what he thinks mean that an incredible amount of thinking is being done here. Sleepless nights, constantly wondering how to present the right words to you, the cup with feelings too. How he would talk to you emotionally, how he would be your stable man, how to make it so that you can see him as a stable King of Pentacles too. He thinks of you as a star. See, you're just entering a star relationship and you're something dreamy and distant for this man. and he's dreaming some things with you or just between you, as we have seen in some there are transformations that are going on. In this situation, this man imagines some things, dreams, or he dreams of some things, dreams of his Queen of Pentacles. For some of you, this man wants you to be in a serious relationship, King and Queen of Pentacles, or you are in such. Two of Cups. Your relationship has to include feelings, and at the same time, he thinks that you're extremely stable, extremely grounded, and extremely responsible as a woman or as a man, and vice versa, respectively, for the man. And for that reason, he wants to be your King of Pentacles. If you're the King of Pentacles, those of you who are watching me, this queen thinks of you as her King of Pentacles. So she waits. This person feels like you're kindred spirits, but they want to be patient in some way. For example, he thinks of how to be patient enough for a period to come, a son at last, to reap the fruits of what he has sown. Here, I see someone moving slowly, someone who has had a great disappointment in the past or is in a love triangle. For some, there is a divorce situation. It can be played out too, but he's very careful. This is someone who has left something. I'm talking about this man. For other relationships, maybe. For some, a person looking for change. He seeks happiness. He's determined to go to his happiness, but slowly. He wants it to be stable. Take a look. He wants reciprocity with help, a sense of balance, and again, from Four Cups, which says that this person thinks a lot about you. They see nothing else. Nothing else occupies their mind, at least not in the evening. Because that's what we asked, someone who doesn't see the full cups around him. This person has focused on the idea of you, literally. Again, the Emperor below. This is your Emperor most likely. Or for the men that are watching, you're this Emperor who asks about his Queen of Pentacles, about his stable woman. But here we see someone who is obsessed with the thoughts of you. Now let's see what is in the soul of this person regarding you. Again, in the evening, we ask this way because, as I said, this will show us the more important sensual feelings and thoughts. What does this person think when he thinks of you in the evening? You know, I'm waiting for your comments below. I'm a little late asking for them, but I'm extremely curious to see what you think, and I'll be happy to receive your feedback. So this man thinks you're his star, his dream. You're something in the distance, he's going towards you. He seems to be very much in his head. He has the feeling that you're a distant star, but a star to which this person will do everything possible to get to. He feels distance. Even on a purely emotional level, he feels extremely desperate, staring into the distance. He feels it's time for his 10. It's time to complete everything, put it behind him and stay there. To finish something and start looking for his dream and to go on this journey. He feels that there is a mystery here and there is intuition too. As I said, for some, this will play out as if you are the High Priestess, the other woman. But for others of you, here, there is a very interesting configuration. Mainly that this person is possible for this person to feel that you also in your intuition, in your sensations, in your thoughts, because it is the intuitive woman here, that you also feel the same things and feel them the same way. There is a telepathic connection between you. This will play out like that for some of you. It could be that they feel that they have to balance themselves in order to show sensual actions. Now, here this person comes out of the energy of loneliness from the beginning, of the reading, and he starts to feel that there is love, there is a desire for intimacy, and becomes dreamy too. Here we are talking about a person who thinks and dreams a lot about you, a person who paints a picture of you in his mind and imagines you in some way, a person who is extremely passionate about dreams and about you and is in his illusions and fantasies. You can see for yourself what this reading is about. I really like it so far. This person dreams for a time where they can be alone with their thoughts, emotions, feelings, to start dreaming about you, to start imagining scenarios with you. Besides, all this stuff in their head gives them the strength to move forward, the power to make a decision with the Two of Pentacles, to have the courage to choose something. Also, here, especially when it comes to feelings, no matter how selfish this person can be, you are his son. He feels happy when somehow, look, the person is in meditation state. So somehow he removes the mask and he starts to fantasize, to dream, and to feel a good energy, an energetic surge in general. Here we're talking about someone who is almost obsessed with you and is wondering which way to go to make this mutual experience with you. Someone who feels lonely when you're not with him, or if you have any relationships at all still. Someone who is ready to look for an answer within themselves, to find balance, to offer you their help, to come and play an important role in your life. A person who wants to pick the fruits of his hard labor and feels that it is time to get out of the stagnant energy and start working towards taking actions and find a way for those ideas to touch ground and to become reality. There is love here, but also a lot of passion and dreams. I rarely get such identical cards. I hope this description resonates with your person. Okay, so let's see what this man dreams of. After all, they dream a lot, so let's see what they dream about. I don't write my questions, I ask them in the spur of a moment. I don't think about them in advance, so I hope you find them interesting. He dreams of changing things, he dreams of having movement, of clearing the negative between you, whatever is like an obstacle or a difficulty. And he wants to enter into the mutual ground, a partnership. This is for those of you who have entered into that. But if you're currently in a relationship with that person, here the person dreams to clear everything between you and everything that is negative, to leave only the good feelings and to remember the good times. They dream of dealing with this blockage. Someone is very flirty, literally dreams of being your emperor. They want you to stop being so logical, as if logic hinders the development. And they want you to indulge in your feelings and make him your emperor for something solid up ahead. And for those with a family, as I said, this came out like the same configuration. If this person is married, let's say, or you're married, his dream is to become your emperor. In other words, you can make a decision with the lovers here and the Ten of Pentacles according to this family and choose your emperor or this person somehow. They have to have the courage and the strength to make the right decision. Okay, again, if you have a family, this is not for everyone. The scenario won't play out the same way for everyone. The person is observing here and dreams of seeing you. For some of you, this will play out, but here your person's desires are related to movement and change with action.
You can see that the emperor came out and below him, the empress, meaning he is the emperor and you are his empress and vice versa, depending on who's watching. And things will happen because, according to him, this is not accidental and this is done with the divine intervention of the universe. Things should be pure, sincere, and most of all, serious for the high priest here. He dreams of getting the 10 of cups, to jump from 9 to 10. That's why the 4 swords often signifies purification and new strategy, a new plan, and a new way to pursue this idea so that it can happen. This is why very often he's so thoughtful, and as much as he fantasizes about you positively and emotionally, he seriously considers things. How to reach you with sincerity and create something stable as a relationship. Okay, so up until now, we saw a lot of daydreaming, but also lots of obstacles. What prevents this person from taking action towards you? Or if he does take action, what prevents him from taking serious action towards you and developing your relationship? What's bothering this person? Let's clarify the situation a little more. Something new and reckless bothers this person, like a configuration here. Maybe something prevents him from jumping on this journey like a child and taking a risk for his queen or king of wands. Now, for some, you're what's holding this back. The kings here who are watching, the queen is stopping herself because something is not right for her. You can't renew a relationship or enter this union because there is a feeling that it's a big risk. You have to consider it, and vice versa. But there, the king and queen. Look again at the couple. There we had a queen of pentacles and a king of pentacles. They need to think things through. They want to consider the possibilities and want to plan them so that they can serve the cup of love and things to happen. Lots of feelings. For some, it will play out that the person who thinks a lot also feels one thing and almost feels their emotion towards you, and there are some hesitations to balance things out. They're saying, I cannot throw myself into nothing. This is risky, and from what I feel, I can show weakness and not have the upper hand, the position of the magician here, the person with the opportunities. This narrows down the development and the development options a little bit, because here we are talking about someone who is so in love and within a place of love, wishing things. And a not so positive development can ruin his sense of stability, his sense of being in the energy of the magician or this seductive, beautiful woman, depending on who's watching this. It is important to evaluate your actions in order to get the desired end result. Now, let's see what he would like to tell you. They think of you and they're dreaming. What exactly would this person secretly want to tell you, though? Well, they want to tell you that things need to be transformed, to start moving towards some form of stability, a development as well. That there is a lot of passion, that there is great desire for sex, that you're the thing that brings him extremely strong energy, such nice, cool, positive energy, motivational energy, that you're his ideal that ignites his whole consciousness in some way, that you need some change or some movement, action moved by emotions. They're in search of the 10 of cups, one of the best, the happiest cards. The cards of full potential, action, moved by emotions. They're in search of the Ten of Cups, one of the best, the happiest cards. The cards of full potential. My cards fell out? Don't they want to continue this reading? No, just a second, I'm sorry. It's from me. I hope I didn't break something. What does this person want to tell you? That it is time for action, that it is time, and he's considering unexpectedly to take some action towards his queen, that she has the power to act, but there is hesitation. As we look further, if you're the woman in this case watching this reading, this man feels anxious sometimes near you because you're too abrupt. Maybe you act like that because of a blockage when you're around this person, and for others, this could be your energy. But you should know that the person we're looking at wants to secretly tell you that he's not doing so well, or he's somehow afraid that you could cut their head off. That's how abrupt you can be. He would offer you his cup of love if a man is thinking these things here. This person loves happiness. Everything that is shared loves joy. He loves having a drink, sharing the joy with other people. He loves women. He's a real Don Juan. But he doesn't have to be exactly like that with everyone, and he would offer you his cup of love if you're not acting so tough and strong around him. This man wants to offer something, and for him to bring you the cup here, and you shouldn't act like his Queen of Swords. You should not be abrupt and cold with him. On the contrary, it would be much better for you to be his Queen of Cups or vice versa if men are watching me. And here these thoughts belong to a woman, not so much thoughts, but desires and things they want to say to you. It would play out that this lady here behaves extremely cold because she's searching for her King of Cups. But here, this person will tell you that they have a lot of fantasies with you, lots of dreams with you. Seven of Cups did not leave the reading the entire time on each flip of the cards. You bring the sun to their life. They want happiness with you. They dream of this happiness in a childish and sincere way. And they plan things for the future with you. Imagine the future. They dream and plan them out. I hope they're the same when it comes to actions, but this is the configuration. I wonder with what question we can end this reading now. Okay, let's end it like this. How does this person see you as someone from the opposite sex? That is, if we are talking about a man or we are talking about a woman, how does he or she see you as a man or a woman, respectively? How do they see you as a person of the opposite sex? Up until now, we saw sincere feelings, sincere thoughts, sincere fantasies, sincere desires, things they haven't shared with you but would love to tell you. Now let's see how this person sees you as someone of the opposite sex. They see you as the Empress, as the woman carrying a symbol of the new and of motherhood, of the tender, of the beautiful, of the different, of the beginning. However, they also see you as a person constantly looking back, constantly thinking something, constantly replanning something, a person who tends to not see a way out of the situation. Do you find yourself in such situations, or does this person just see you that way? Also, for some, it would play out that this man looks at his empress in the distance and thinks that she needs help, and also that she needs a problem to solve. But that's the way they see you. You need the warmth of love. You're exceptionally sincere people. They see you as people who have well defined principles, things they follow as an ideology, as a philosophy, and who are also wise. People who jump towards the new opportunities, who are extremely childish and enjoy things like children do. You tend to do, at least to do that. You seem that way in their eyes. They see you have a lot of different colors. You have all the seasons within you, and you constantly change and move. You are sunshine one day and cold and rainy the next. You can be very active and very idle in other days. They see you as a dynamic person, generally stable too. You carry all the energy here through the wheel. Emperor and Empress. See what it's all about? I don't know how many people are connected to this reading and resonate with it, but it was extremely interesting and enjoyable, at least for me. Here, the man sees you as his empress and the woman sees you as her emperor. Therefore, if you're his empress, he wants to be your emperor and vice versa. Here, literally, this person sees you as his person. You see, people who love change also love movement. They don't like to stand still. And they also see you as the devil here. Passionate, fiery, hot, sexual, but also as if here, I wasn't going to say anything, but the devil didn't come out, so I didn't say anything. In many of these fantasies and ideas, and the person just sees you as the devil. That person has these desires and dreams of you, and you're literally a living devil. This feeling of obsession with addiction to burning in desire somehow, that's within them. That's what they have for you. You haunt this person, you haunt their thoughts and feelings, and they see you as the devil. Like I said, hot and sexy. They see you as someone who seems to have been sent to him by the universe to make all of this happen. They see you as an extremely mysterious person, but in a positive way, not in a negative, obscure way. Rather, for the women, it would play out that they carry a lot of feminine energy in themselves, that they never show everything. They always have something up their sleeve to surprise the man. Stable and secure at the same time, they see you as an active person, someone who also wants to have their victory. They always come out there with their head held high as winners. You don't give up. You get what you deserve. You get your prize. You don't give up. You achieve, but you also strive and look forward to reaching and conquering new heights and going towards new horizons, new things. They see you as someone very active. But here there's a lot of fire, believe me. I hope I didn't get you bored or you didn't get bored with this reading. The topic was mine. I will be happy to see you subscribe. See the other videos if you haven't already, and please give me ideas for other videos and comment on this reading, please. I'd love to know how much this reading matched your energy and resonated with you. For me, it was extremely nice, and this reading inspired me a lot with good energy. If you watched it before going to bed, go to bed now and see if you can fall asleep. Until we meet again, my dears. Bye.